Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
What's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We are back again, and it's time for the weekend banger. It's time for the weekend banger, y'all. That's a lot. It's time for the weekend banger. I got one. That's a lot. I keep a banger. But like I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there getting up every morning, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, grinding a legit way. I don't care what you're doing, as long as it's a legit way you get into the bag. I make sure y'all got something to listen to in the morning time game. I make sure I look out for y'all. I also have no problem making sure I look out for y'all by warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I have no problem doing these things, but I just need y'all to do one thing, and that's just stay out the way, man. That's it. And we're gonna stay out the way because it's just smarter being out here than in jail. It is, man. It makes sense. It's better being out here than being sitting in a cell or a cell block with a million stinky dudes, man. Out here is better. How you don't know that for yourself? How you don't know that out here is better than being in there, man? I'm telling y'all from experience, so that's why I'm letting y'all know. But anybody that's out there right now, I don't care what you're doing. If you breaking the law by any way, I don't care what it is. If you breaking the law, if it catch up with you, man, you're going to be spending your time in the place that I'm talking about, man. So it doesn't make sense by gambling your life away to go sit in a stinky jail block, man. Even the dudes that's young that feel like they got time to kind of like mess up in the beginning with their life. No, man. If you young, stop what you're doing now, too. I'm letting y'all know the jail is waiting on y'all, man. And it makes sense to be out here than in there. And y'all know I'm right. Period, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is the weekend banger game. So what I need y'all to do with this one. Let's just subscribe this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. Time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called Red versus Blue. Yeah. Crazy one, man. Crazy one. Crazy one right here, man. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, anytime that it's like two organizations inside of a prison or whatever organizations that's are inside of whatever prison, man, like, there's gonna be leaders. There's gonna be kind of structures. There's gonna be guys that's gonna be calling the shots when you're inside of prison. More than like on the street when it's probably still is a shot caller, you know what I mean? But in jail, it's definitely one. It's definitely somebody. It's always somebody. So when there's always two different organizations and you got this shot caller, that shot caller, whatever the case may be, man, usually and majority of the time, these people bump heads, especially in prison. It can be over violence, somebody hating or a fight this in this block or this happened over here or whatever the case may be. Either way, it's inevitable for them to bump heads, man, especially inside of prison, man. Like, these things go down with organizations, man. So with that being said, we are on Lawrenceville for this one, y'all. We on Lawrenceville for this one. And I can remember being in 40 building game, man. I'm in 40 building on this one, y'all. Just kind of got to Lawrenceville kind of in the beginning stage when I did a little 2.5, I think I was in there probably almost 2 months and change, 90 days almost, man. But just being on a compound like Lawrenceville, man, like it made time go like this. Feel like it wasn't doing time, even though you was still locked up. But at the end of the day, around this time that I'm talking about, man, Lawrenceville was kind of lit right now. Like, it was a lot going on. And it was a lot going on with the gangs, first of all, man. Like, you had the red team, man. The red team was super deep up there. You know what I mean? Y'all already know the count. The red team was one of the first gangs to basically come to Virginia, man. You know what I mean? So the red team is in the building. They in all the buildings, and they are in the building. You know what I mean? Now, the blue team is in there, too. This time around, now but the beginning stages of my bid on Sussex 2, it really wasn't no blue team, you know what I mean? But like, as the years went on, you know what I mean, the blue teams start forming, like Voltron, they start coming in the building now. So red team, blue team, a little bit of the GDs, you know what I mean? On my side of the yard, I end up seeing that when I went to San Francisco, the GDs was actually deep on that side of the yard, man. But as far as the red team and the blue team, man, like I didn't even know like how it was going on to like after I was explained by a lot of people, even the people from when I first got there was telling me that how they moved all the people, basically all the gang members into the blocks and stuff. So once I moved in the cell with one of the shot callers from the red team, you know what I mean? Everything was basically explained better to me, man. I saw what was going on. Now, I never witnessed a whole bunch of blue team people around. Now, this is like, I'm not saying it was more than the red team, but the blue team had a lot of numbers. I'm talking about a lot of dudes. And it was crazy seeing how time has changed, and I'm watching how everything has changed. But maybe because I'm just on another camp. But on Sussex, they wasn't deep like that at all. Like, I started seeing a few come up there at the end, right before I got sent to Lawrenceville in 09. But like, in the beginning, none, you know what I mean? So now I'm getting to Lawrenceville and I'm seeing a whole change of how the blue team is. Like, I'm experiencing the blue team. Now, y'all know it was a lot of dudes from the red team that was from Norfolk, definitely, you know what I mean? Like, Norfolk got painted red, basically, you know what I mean? Through the time I was locked up. Now, as far as the blue team, I think they came in later in 2000s and then they started building a mark, you know what I mean? And they started coming into the system. So by the time I get to Lawrenceville, y'all, it's dudes from Norfolk on the blue team, and it's dudes from Norfolk on the red team. You know what I mean? I know dudes from both. You know what I mean? I rock with dudes from both. Like, they know I'm not in that. I'm not in the gang. I don't got nothing to do with the gang. As long as the gang don't disrespect me, I ain't got no problem with the gang. And the gangs did them. They wasn't worried about me, especially I just got up there, like, for real, like, I just was out the way, and I was out of their business, but at the same time, I still dealt with people on both sides of the table, y'all. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, you know what I mean? This probably don't go down like that in a lot of other states, but like, in Virginia is more, like, definitely now, like, everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody gets along, but it's like, it's nothing to see gangs mingling, you know what I mean? And like, when I got to Lawrenceville, they wasn't mingling with each other, but they were still like a lot of each team, you know what I mean? And I saw that, man. And when I saw that for the first time, it was crazy, y'all. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Blue team super deep. So by the time I done got, you know what I mean, situated over there, I know what's going on now in that building where I'm at. I start looking around for a little bit, you know what I mean? And I end up bumping into a dude that I knew on Sussex. Now, this dude that I knew on Sussex, he's from Norfolk, you know what I mean? He's from Norfolk. We're going to call him Snap, man. You know what I mean? We're going to call him Snap. But Snap was a Crip. You know what I mean? Snap was a Crip. And for real, Snap was one of those dudes, like, when I met him on Sussex, he wasn't a Crip on Sussex. You know what I mean? Now, I was only around him from like 2003 to like 2006. So he probably 5, but we lost contact with each other. But him being from the town, we used to speak. We was cool. We wasn't dumb cool, but he knew who I was. I knew who he was. We used to speak or whatever, but I haven't seen him in a minute. Now, when I get to Lawrenceville, he's in charge of the blue team 42 pod, which is the pod next door to Big Pod. And I told y'all those 2 pods in every building, they usually honor pods, but they done did a little mass movement and they got all the gang members basically over there. Gang members in my pod too. I'm in 41. 42 pod, that was like, it's a bigger pod, and it just was a lot of them over there. So when I see bro, I ain't seen bro in a minute. He see me, he like, oh, he spot me. He like, when you get up here? I'm like, bro, I've been up here like 5 days. He was like, man, I don't be coming out like that. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I don't want to be coming out like that, man. And I caught him standing in the door on some humbug. You know what I mean? Coming back from child. So me and him kicked it a little bit. You know what I mean? We kicking it as we kicking it. You know, they hollering at him. You know what I mean? Like, he in charge, kind of like dudes. Every dude I see that's probably like in the blue team, they coming up giving him the handshake game, and he right there still kicking it with me. You know what I mean? So after everybody kind of dispersed a little bit, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, you banging that? I didn't know you was banging, bro. You know what I mean? Because a lot of official dudes didn't bang. I'm not saying you can't bang and be official, but like a lot of the dudes I knew, like, they had just different brains, you know what I mean? Just think outside the box. They wasn't joining the gangs. You know what I mean? Like, everybody didn't join the gangs, even in the system. You know what I mean? So bro was one of those dudes, you know what I mean? Snap was one of those dudes. Like, he was a serious dude. You know what I mean? I'll say Snap was probably like 6 feet tall. You know what I mean? Had a little weight to him, not muscle weight, little size to him. You know what I mean? Light brown skin dude, you know what I mean? Cool, quiet, low cut game. Didn't bother nobody on Sussex, but he demanded respect on Sussex. I seen him get into something before, you know what I mean? But on Lawrenceville now, like, to see that, like, after these years, I ain't been around him now, bro, running stuff for the blue team. You know what I mean? So he tell me, like, yeah. He like, yeah, man. He like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? That's what it is now, man. He was like, yeah, bro, like, I ended up going to Buckingham. He's like, when I got to Buckingham, you know what I mean? I got plugged in with a couple of dudes, you know what I mean? One of them happened to be from the town. And he, because bro was about to go home after me. I think bro went home in 2020, but he still had a bit to do around this time. It's like I had a bit to do still, but he was like, he tapped in with some dudes that was from the town. I was telling them how it is in the town now, and you know what I mean? And like, I guess from being around them, basically like that's how he ended up being a Crip. You know what I mean? So he broke it down to me, ran everything down. I was like, damn, that's crazy, you know what I mean? But he was like, yo, I ain't in it for the wrong things though. He was like, look, I'm trying to put something together now. Well, you know what I mean? Like for all, he was like, cause for real, bro, like only the Bloods be getting the package up here. He was like, for real, like I ain't even really came out like I wanted to yet, but he was like, for real, the Bloods. And he probably was talking about my roommate at the time because my roommate was tied in to the Bloods that's in the pod where Snap was at in 42 pod. Cause there was some Bloods over there from Petersburg that my roommate was rocking with, you know what I mean? And they was getting the package through the VI. So I'm assuming he's talking about them. You know what I mean? So he like, yo, my homies don't be getting the pack. And for real, he was right. Like I didn't see not one dude on the blue team that looked like he was trying to be on the green team. You know what I mean? Like they all was just numbers. So bro was like a leader. He was already on, and he told me like, yo, when it get right, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get with you. So you know what I mean? He was like, yo, you already a lot. I already know, cause he knew me for Sussex. He already know I like to get to the bag. So he told me straight up like, yo, when it get right, I'm gonna definitely holler at you. You know what I mean? So I dapped him up. You know what I mean? That was that. So I just used to see bro in passing, you know what I mean? Because bro didn't come out a lot. Then when he on the yard, he around a million dudes. Like, you know what I mean? We would speak from time to time. I see him, we'll dap up, whatever. But I never really kicked it with bro like that. Now, it was another dude that I rocked with that was in 30 building. You know, he go to the hole when he was in 30 building, came to 40 building where we was at. You know, now this dude I'm talking about, we gonna call him B. You know what I mean? Now, B was on the red team. You know what I mean? B was on the red team. B wasn't the leader of the red team, but B was from Norfolk. You know what I mean? He was one of those dudes that been banging ever since it shot to Norfolk. You know what I mean? He was from a neighborhood in Norfolk that he joined that shit early. You know what I mean? So he was a part of that stuff early. He was more like, he didn't want to be the leader of the Bloods. You know what I mean? That I would say, you know what I mean? Because I felt like if he wanted to do that, he probably could. He can rumble. You know what I mean? He can get the package whenever he want to. You know what I mean? He done bagged a female CEO. Like he had all the qualities of being a leader. He just wasn't as old as a lot of the other dudes that was claiming to be leaders in the red team. So B is in 30 building, you know what I mean? So B in 30 building, after he went to the hole, he come to our building. So now he over there, and they put him in 43 pod. They ain't put him in the major gangland joint. They put him in jumps with gangs is that still, but he in the pod across from us in 43. I'm in 41, Snappers in 42. Now my homeboy, goddamn B is in 43. You know what I mean? So we all in the building. So when B get over there, B started hollering at me, you know what I mean? B started hollering at me and letting me know what was going on, you know what I mean? This and that. So I'm telling him like, yo, bro, I just got up here, you know what I mean? Like he knew I just got up there basically, you know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like, no, you got something cooking up, man. Goddamn, put me in the car. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, I'm trying to get in your car. So me and him used to joke like that. So he getting telling me that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like for real, like he was like, yo, for real, man, like my homies, man, like, you know what I mean? I got a group of homies that run with me. They do what I say. You know what I mean? I make sure I look out for them and stuff like, you know what I mean? So he was like, if you ever need something, bro, like, you know what I mean? You a lot, Weezy, you know what I mean? And if you want to bum home, you know what I mean? You bum home under me and you'll be in charge of them. You know what I mean? So he threw that in real quick. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, yo, B-Bay, go ahead with that, man. I was like, nah, bro, I ain't, man. I was like, bro, I was going to come home, bro. I came home a long time ago to my homeboy, bro, on Sussex too, man. I was like, bro, I ain't with it, bro. He was like, yeah, I know I had the speedo. He was like, we need a couple good men though on the squad. And you just, you know what I mean? You knew up here niggas gonna be coming at you. I'm like, niggas know me. I'm not in the game. That's not what I do. So like, they can come with whatever. I was like, my roommate done trying to come. He's called my roommate now. I'm like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I knew he was. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, man, I can't get jiggy with it. You know what I mean? That's not what I do. I don't want to be under nobody's leadership orders or gotta ride with people I don't like or know or don't want to be around. I can't do it, bro. He respected it, you know what I mean? And that was that. So me and him we'll chop it up from time to time. But both of my friends from the town, one was on the red team, one was on the blue team. Both of them had high admirations of doing things better in their organization. You know what I mean? Both of them had brains. Both of them had mastermind brains and skills. But at the end of the day, they was on separate teams, y'all. So boom. Now, my homeboy Snap stayed to his word, and Snap got down, made it happen just like he was saying. Now, right before, kind of like way before, I'll say like probably like a month before I moved, you know what I mean? Snap ended up striking like he said he was. You know? Snap ended up popping up with that marijuana, you know what I mean? Snap pop up with that marijuana. Snap got the marijuana jumping. and he said what he said he was gonna do. He got his little Crip homeboys looking like they winning now. Like, I just kind of like to see dudes winning a little bit, like they doing something better than what they was doing before. And like the dudes that he had around him, Snap, as far as the dudes on the blue team, they didn't look like they was winning at all. But now Snap got it. You know what I mean? Snap got them boys looking like they, you know what I mean? They winning now. It's been about 2 weeks. They selling a tree, you know what I mean? They doing good with themselves, you know what I mean? So I'm hollering at bro, because bro had a good deal. He pulled up on me. He looked out, threw me something, you know what I mean? And told me like, look, bro, I'll do this for you, bro. You trying to buy this, I'll do this. So he gave me a good deal. But at the time, like, I really wasn't loaded with money to be able to play with, to be able to, because I'm just getting to Lawrenceville, you know what I mean? I'm just getting there, like, kind of like, so I'm not, I needed somebody to sponsor me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not ready to spend no bread, but I just took the lookout every time bro see me, you good, you know what I mean? He'll make sure, like, he was playing dumb fair. Now, with this going on, now, it's looking like it's stepping on the red team toes. And this is why I say that. Like I say, it was some dudes already in the pod, in 42 pod, that was on the red team that was getting the package. And they be rocking with my old celly now, because I done moved out to the cell with my roommate, my old roommate that was the head of the Bloods, and one in his set. So now that the blue team is winning crazy, the blue team is winning crazy because the blue team got weight for sale. You know what I mean? Weight for sale comes with feezies for sale, comes whatever else for sale. It's kind of going to take up the rest of the money in the pod or the building, whatever. So if a dude go to the VI and he come back and he got some smoke, like, it's different from a dude getting the package from the police, because the dude from the VI really have to sell this stuff. You know what I mean? The dude who getting it from the police really has to sell it too. But he's going to have a lot of quantity, more quantity than the dude from the VI. So the pressure is not on the dude with the roller more than it is with the dude from the VI, because the dude from the VI really has to get rid of it. So when the dudes on the red team started coming back from the joint, you know what I mean? They couldn't get rid of this stuff. So I found out through my homeboy Ty. He told me like, he was like, man, it's word. He was like, look, he said, man, I went to go cop, because he knew Snap too. He was like, I went over there and cop for Snap. He was like, when I came back, you know what I mean? He was like, the dude tried to holler at me, you know what I mean? From Petersburg, asked me that I want to buy some smoke. I told him I already got some. He was like, you already got it from Snap? Like, yeah. He was like, bro, I got this. He was like, he showed me what he had. Then I showed him what I had. He was like, your joint don't look like this. So he like, when he seen that joint, he just seen dude's face like he had look super angry. Like he was, you know what I mean? So like I say, when things be looking good for people, it's always dark clouds heading your way sometimes. That's just how I go, in the street or in penitentiary. So like for real, that won't nothing to alert Snap about. And plus, like, I'm not trying to get into nothing any damn way. You know what I mean? Ty just was telling me this, like what he just experienced. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, them smoking their boots. You know what I mean? Bro, doing their thing. You know what I mean? He like, yeah. He was like, yeah, but it looked like them dudes kind of getting jealous. So now that my man B is in 43, of course, he's been hearing about, you know what I mean? You know, B is on the red team. You know, B's been hearing about basically like what's been going on as far as like how his crew hasn't really been eating like he used to. Now B will pop up like spontaneously with some work. You know what I mean? He was the type of dude, his family, that his girl, whoever, his wife, baby mama, she looked out for him, sent him money, all type of stuff. So he's straight as far as like, he didn't really have to scramble as much as the next gang member. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when he pop up spontaneously, he be wanting to sell his work. But when bro pop up, you know what I mean? Bro can't really sell the work. So he pull up on me. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, hey, we just let me holler at you. I'm like, what's up? He was like, yo, bro, you don't know nobody on the other side, man. I need help getting rid of this stuff, bro. He's like, man, I got some smoke, but it's flooded on the compound. I can't get rid of it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, dang. I'm saying in my head, yeah, now Snap got this shit on smash. Snap got this bitch on smash, goddamn. I'm like, bro, listen, I don't know. I'm high as a bitch when he talking to me. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know nobody, man. He was like, you want some of this shit? I was like, yeah, throw me something. He was like, they went in his pocket and they threw me a big ass fees. He was like, let me know how this shit is. So I went and smoked it, you know what I mean? I was like, I ain't messing with the Snapper game. That Snap Jane missing, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep it a band with bro, you know what I mean? I went and told him straight up, hey, bro, listen, that joint ain't messing with bro, John. He looked like his feelings with people. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, good little Weezy. He just dapped me up and slid, y'all. So boom. When he dipped off, I go back and holler at my bro. I holler at Ty, I'm like, yo, bro. Damn, B just gave me, you know what I mean, some weed to test. I was like, bro, that shit going right, bro. I mean, it was all right, but I wasn't fucking with this shit. He was like, I know. He was like, them niggas got the Bloods, got some garbage over there. He was like, the Bloods got some garbage. He was like, they got some. So we kind of tripping about it because it's crazy. Like, it's a weed war on the low. But the red team kind of, they used to being in control. You know what I mean? They used to being in control, but now my homeboy Snap from Norfolk, he got the blue team moving right and they get into the bag. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, that shit crazy as a bitch. So it was another nigga, you know what I mean? It was another blood dude that was in the pod. I ain't gonna say his name, but he pulled up on me. You know what I mean? And at the first, I didn't know he was a part of B Set, because if I knew he was a part of B Set, I would have been a little bit more nicer with my response when he came to ask me. You know what I mean? But the dude in my pod that was on the red team, he pulled up on me one day, and I guess he pulled up on me just on the strength that he always seen me talking to Snap. So when he see me, he like, look, hey Weezy, man, you could do me a favor. I'm like, what's up? He was like, yo, look, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really mess with your man, like, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to spend some money, man, but I'm trying to get a deal because I got this. So like when he came at me with it, right, I don't even really know, bro. Like he in the pod, but me and him ain't never really speak like that. So I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't trying to be part of no middleman stuff. And I clap him because I don't know him. So I'm not gonna middleman for somebody I know waste my time and energy, even though it can help my man Snap. But like still though, some things ain't even worth it. So I clap him. You know what I mean? Bah! Get up out of here. Bah! I ain't doing that. You nuts. So I'll say 30 minutes later, somebody called me to the door. I go to the door. I look, it's B. He at the door. He hit the button, say, yo, come out. So I come out. I slide out. We in the silent port. He like, yo, bro, look. That was my little homie and shit that pulled up on you and shit about it. I said, bro, why you ain't say nothing to me, bro? He was like, man, I'm saying, you know, I be doing a lot. I be doing this, doing that. You know what I mean? He was like, bro, and I got the jiggle box, bro. I was like, well, you got a jack? He was like, yeah. He was like, don't tell nobody. I was like, I ain't gonna say shit, bro. He was like, but I don't be coming out. I be chilling, bro, da-da-da. You know what I mean? He was like, but still, though, like, we got to get some of that shit, bro. Like, this shit we got to get the shit people buying. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, bro telling me, I'm feeling like it's a good idea what he's doing or what he's thinking. And bro usually be shocked. But I'm like, bro, if you got work, like I don't know, this ain't the street kind of like, maybe this will work better on the street. But in penitentiary, like, if you already got work and just somebody else work better than your work, you going to go buy the other work? This where you can get a little motion? Like, I don't know. Don't get me to lie. But bro was running this down to me. I was feeling like it was a bad idea. But just on the strength of him, I was going to try to make this happen for him, y'all. Like, I was going to, you know what I mean? So he told me, like, holla at bro. You know what I mean? Tell him you know somebody. He was like, you ain't got to tell him it's me. You know what I mean? He was like, because I don't really talk to bro. Like, you know what I mean? Me and his peoples had some smoke on the street. So I don't mess with, you know what I mean? They ain't really talk. You know what I mean? They both from Norfolk. So I'm like, I thought about it. And I'm like, man, I rock with B. You know what I mean? I rock with B, but at the same time though, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want everybody to be happy. Like, that always been like my style of how I move. Like, even when I don't have the pack, you see what I'm doing now. Like, I'm doing this on the strength of B, yeah, but I want B, if this is this plan, he feel like this plan will work, that they can still sell work as long as it's the other work. Like, I feel like that'll be good. But at the same time though, like, I'm just like, damn, I'm gonna still tell Snap the truth. Because I don't want to be part of nothing. But at the same time, though, I want to see dudes win, whatever the case, man. So I said, I'm going to go holler at Snap, y'all. So boom. You know what I mean? Snap slip upstairs. You know what I mean? I had to walk in gangland. I told y'all, 42 part, that joint gangland out. That's the part, that part look like the apartments on training day. I told y'all, dude with flipping pigeons. Man, that joint gangland. I can't believe they made that whole big part, that honor part, all gang members. That junk gangland. I walk in that junk, smell like reefer dudes over here, maniacs everywhere. I scan it. Quick joint. That junk say, maniacs. Quick, fast. I'm like, know it. I shoot. Go to pro sale. You know what I mean? Of course, they cut his up game. Knock on the door. Yo! Little young boy stick his head up. He was like, I was like, yo, Snap in there. He was like, oh, hey, it's Weezy, bro. He was like, tell him come in. Young nigga stepped out. Just let me and bro talking shit. I look, bro, behind the cut on the jack. You know what I mean? Bro got the red muslin rug. It's plastic. That's his cut. Over his bed, he got the red muslin rug. I look up, he come behind the trunk. He like, what's up, bro? I'm like, hey, look. I got a dude, bro, got 250, you know what I mean? I was like, but look. He was like, where he at? I'm like, but look, this the thing, though. He was like, what? I said, bro. He was like, who? I was like, nigga B. He was like, I guess B kind of like, soften the blow, pause, because he from the town, and you know what I mean? Like, this is business at the end of the day, y'all. So he was like, that nigga came and hollered at you. I was like, yeah, he hollered at me, man. He was like, why he ain't want to holler at me? I was like, I don't know, nigga, what y'all got going on? Y'all got beef or something? He was like, nah, my man on the street got shot by his man. You know what I mean? But you saying a blood dude shot a Crip dude, you know what I mean? He was like, my man on the street got shot by his man, and then it was smoking in jail, da da da. He was like, but I ain't got no problem with it. But he could have came and hollered at me though. He was like, I thought them niggas got weed. I'm like, bro, I don't know what the hell is going on. He was like, all I'm saying is like, if he got weed, why he want to buy my weed? Like, I don't understand this. Why would he want to buy my shit? You know what I mean? I'm like, that's a good question. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't want to be like, yo, bro, they trying to catch the same motion. You know what I mean? Like, that was the whole thing. So he like, I don't understand that shit though. But like, for real, like, I don't know what his plan is. I don't know what they got going on though. But like we running this shit down. Like, them niggas was bullshitting. Like, these niggas, couple of niggas get on here and there, that's blood. You know what I mean? Like, niggas fall off. Like, bro, listen, bro, I ain't touching shit, bro. I got whatever you need, Weezy, what you want? I'm like, man, listen, bro, I'm gonna get with you, though. I'm like, what you want me to tell this nigga, though? You know what I mean? He like, man, shit, go get that money. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, I dip. You know what I mean? I go back to 43 Pod, go look through the jump. Hey, call B. You know what I mean? B come to the jump. I say, yo, hey, look. Bro say he can do it, you know what I mean? Goddamn, you know what I mean? It's good, bro. You know what I mean? Just slide me the numbers. I'm gonna go, you know what I mean? Make sure I take care of that with bro. He was like, ran upstairs. Bro came back with the happy downstairs, man. Bro came down the steps happy as a bitch. Bro came down the steps sideways. That sideways step is a happy. That's a happy moment. He like, yes. So he come back. Give me the jumps. I get the jumps. I mean, shoot back to 42 Pod again. Niggas get me in. 40 building was litty at this time. I shoot back to 42 Pod, go back to Snap Sale. Snapchat them shits right then and there, boom, 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 everything straight, everything okay. You know what I mean? Snap got there, hollered at the young boy went downstairs, young boy came back, gave me the work for $250. You know what I mean? I ain't even count, you know what I mean? It was just a decent amount of spoons, you know what I mean? So he give me the jumps. I shoot back, holler at bro. Slid them jumps under the door for bro. You know what I mean? Bro get the jumps, bro go on the jumps. He was like, I'll be back. Bro went upstairs, I waited out the hallway like 2 minutes. He come back downstairs. Same happy step walk game. They come down the steps happy as a bitch. You come back to the door, slam me something. Like, what's this, bro? He's like, 2 spoons, bro. Go look, Weezy. I'm like, oh, I appreciate it, bro. You know what I mean? I shoot back to the pod. You know what I mean? I felt, like I was happy. I went up and stuff the tie sale with the happy stuff. This middleman, some free spoons, goddamn it. Let's get it, y'all. So boom. You know what I mean? I get the tie sale. I run it down to him because this is my guy. I got to, y'all. I run it down to him. Like, can't keep bro in the dock. I'm jive in the middle. Not really, but I'm middlemaning. So I tell bro the play. And bro was like, bro, you should have gotten that shit, bro. I was like, why you say that? I was like, they both from the town. And I know both of them. That's the only way. He was like, yeah, but the Bloods don't fuck with the Crips and the Crips don't fuck with the Bloods up here. I'm like, bro, you right. But hey, these niggas both from the town, bro. He was like, it's over now. But, bro, that shit be stupid. These niggas dumb as a bitch, I'm telling you. So he left kind of like a cloud over. Like, I'm just thinking like, damn, ain't nothing crazy gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I chill for a minute. You know what I mean? We out in the pod. We getting ready to go to dinner. You know what I mean? Lady say, stand by for child. Stand by for child. Next thing you know, slide the door open. Slide the door open. I see goddamn B coming through that bitch. He like, he slid, he look up, see the lady, seen him. Niggas that can see the lady. Niggas like, yo, you good, you good. He slid to the side wall. He seen where I was at. He looked, he was like, yo, Weezy, come here. I was at my man's side, I couldn't understand. What's up, bro? He like, let me holler at you. I'm like, what's up? He was like, hey, look. God damn. What's up with bro, man? He was like, I know a white dude, bro. He was like, look, and just for you to know that I ain't on no bullshit, I'm gonna let you see what's going on. He was like, look, he called a white dude name that be buying a lot of work that's in his pod. You know what I mean? I knew the white dude. His name was Ernie. You know what I mean? Wear glasses. And he got down working in the library, but he loved to smoke the marijuana. He had a lot of bread. He said, yo, look, the white dude Ernie had bought some spoons that morning. He said, look, this how white boy Ernie spoon that look. He showed me the jump. Jump nice and chunky paws. That jump decent. I'm like, damn. Nice ass spoon. And he was like, did you look at the jumps before you gave them to me? I was like, nah, I just he had them wrapped. Scam to you, you know what I mean? He was like, well, look, this the spoon right here that, these are all the spoons, look, that he gave me. He showed me that shit. I was like, damn. Like, it was a big difference. It was a big difference, y'all. Like, I'll say, like, it's missing like 3 feces out the one I gave him from the one that the white dude has. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at this whole shit like, this is nuts. This is nuts right here because, like, I'm in the middle of this stupid ass shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm the type, I don't want to be in the middle of this shit. I don't, y'all. Like, I know through this whole story, y'all was gonna try to figure out how the hell I get tangled into some BS. You know what I mean? I'm not even a damn gang member, but I know both parties. So I'm like, the only thing that was going through my head was Ty. I read my own damn brain, and it's, you should goddamn listen to Ty, man. What the hell is wrong with you, man? God damn, I was like, fuck. I was like, damn, bro. So like, he was like, all I'm saying is like for real, like, I know you ain't got nothing to do with this shit, Weezy. Like, I could see how serious he was. And he came dolo. He ain't come on no hostile shit. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, bro, like, you see with your own eyes, though, bro. Like, I don't mind paying the money. It ain't about the money. Like, that shit right there, that shit little as a bitch. That shit little as a bitch. I'm like, yeah, you right, bro. I was like, well, look, let me go holler at him. You know what I mean? Now, see, y'all see, when you try to be a middleman, I only got 2 spoons out this shit. Even though I can get whatever from Snap. You know what I mean? But still, though, I'm like, shh. Oh. So he give me the Jones back. He was like, yo, bro, I'm about to shoot back to the pod. I just came to holler at you personally. You can see what's goody. I'm like, I'm going to holler at him. You know what I mean? So he dipped, y'all. So boom. Goddamn, we go to the chow. Goddamn, I don't see bro and shit. I'm like, damn, Snap, I'm coming to chow. So I shoot fast. If I can go in his pod while everybody's still coming back from dinner, I shoot back. I go up the steps. Mad steps, right? Knock on the door. Yo, nigga again. Hey, yo, it's Weezy. All right, come in. I'm gonna jump. He step out. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? He was like, hold on. Hey, look, so yeah, that 250, yeah, go ahead and load them numbers. You load them numbers from the 250? Yeah, go ahead and do them shits now. Oh, it's done. Oh, all right. I'm gonna holler at you later. All right, later. He on the phone, and he was like, what's up, Weezy? I said, yo, bro. Like, it was crazy that he just grabbed, like, I don't know. It was like an urgency of grabbing bro money. I don't know. It just seemed crazy at the time. But I'm like, yo, bro. I said, yo, man. I said, nigga, B just brought the jumps back, bro. I said, man, listen, he showed me a spoon that you be giving that Ernie bought from y'all earlier. He was like, I said, the white dude crossed the hall. He said, yeah. I said, he showed me a spoon that he got from him. That he got from y'all earlier. And that shit was huge, bro. I was like, bro, the jokes you gave me, he showed me the spoon. Bro, I said, bro, listen. I looked at the shits, bro. I said, man, these shits little as a bitch Snap, man. He was like, it's little. I'm like, yeah. He was like, let me see. He was like, open the other ones up. I start opening up all the jumps. I'm like, he like, shh, man, somebody took some shit up out of there. Yeah, somebody had to take some shit up out of there. I don't bag up like that. Ask anybody. He was like, matter of fact, he went to the door. He was like, hey, Sam, come here. Sam is an old dude, older dude, one of the only older dudes in the pod. But he loved the marijuana, but he's in there. He called Sam. Sam come up the steps. Oh, here's status. What's up? What you want, Snap? He's like, come here. Snap called him in the room. He's like, hey, look, you got your spoons on you? He was like, man, I keep all my shit on me at all time. He's like, show me your spoons. Go in this joint. He was like, I was like, open it up, old school. I ain't touching that damn bag. You had this shit in your nuts. He was like, open the bag up. He poured it on the little bench. He was like, he opened up the spoon. The spoon looked like the white boy Ernie shit. I'm like, he was like, show him another one. He showed him drunk. All of them shits was decent. Long story short, all them shits was decent. I'm like, fuck. So now I'm like, damn, I know B ain't gonna play no games like that though. Like, I know B. B ain't don't know. You know what I mean? He ain't don't know, like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, this shit wild as a bitch. So I'm like, damn, bro, like, what the fuck, man? Like, this shit crazy, man. Like, what the fuck is, I don't know. What you want me to tell this nigga, bro? He's like, I don't know. But that nigga money gone already. You know what I mean? He's like, just give him his shit back. I'm like, yo, he was like, man, I'll tell him when he see me then. He was like, bro, you ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You ain't got nothing to do with that shit. So I go over to his joint. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, man, I'm gonna holler at B person. So I should go to his pod and holler at him personally and shit. I get in his cell, you know what I mean? I'm talking to him. He got like 2 niggas in there. You know what I mean? So I'm hollering at him about the shit. He getting super hyped about the shit. He like, no, he keeps saying, no, Weezy, it ain't, no, these niggas think shit sweet. That nigga think he just gonna beat me for my money. I want my money back. I was like, bro, I think the money already gone. He was like, bro, that nigga think he just gonna beat me for my money. And then got that nigga going. And then I hit a little young nigga. I hit a little young blood nigga. I don't know where the fuck this little nigga was from. That nigga was like, man, you shouldn't have gave it to this old country ass nigga. He had one of them old voices like that. I was like, what? He was like, nigga, you heard what the fuck I said, nigga? I was like, bro, listen. I said, bro, you need to holler at you need to talk to your homeboy, man. He was like, nigga, soon he was like, out. He kept talking. I caught his ass. Fuck! I caught that nigga ass. I caught him. His homeboy swung on me. I ducked this shit. Young boy rushed me. When he rushed me, the nigga B get up like, oh, y'all niggas chill. So they got me on the jump like this. But I ducked the punch. Niggas got me. I'm like, get the fuck up. So nigga break it up. I'm like, man, who the fuck? You better tell this nigga, bro. Nigga don't know me, bro. You better talk to that nigga, bro. You like, man, chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. So I come out the jump. So when I come out to say, I'm just snap. B can't stop, come out of shit. I'm like, man, these niggas just ain't trying to bank me. So I coming down the steps. I see my old homeboy. You know what I mean? My old homeboy, he fuck with Snap, but he's not a Crip. He neutral like me. He see, what's up, Wiz? I'm like, bro, that nigga just trying to bank me, bro. He was like, man, go ahead with that shit. So as Child was finished already, I've been in there so long, Child is back. The lady called standby for outside rec, for 2 o'clock rec. So I'm in that jump, I'm like, yo, niggas just trying to bank me. So B come downstairs like, yo, Weezy, nah, look, them niggas just trained. They gonna go. If something happen, whatever, they gonna go, Weezy. I'm like, nah, bro, like, I gotta see the little nigga, man. I was like, man, he was like, Weezy, you swung on him first. I was like, but them niggas trying to bank me, bro. I ain't never been banked in my life, nigga. Them niggas trying to bank me, bro. He was like, Weezy, for me, man. For me, Weezy, man. I'm like, my other homeboy looked at me like, man, Weezy, your ass. The hell you went to now? I'm like, shh, I thought about it. I'm like, man, fuck that little nigga. So I go back to the pod. I see Ty, man. Where? I'm like, bro, I told him. He like, no, I'm like, oh, chill, bro. He like, oh, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, bro, chill. So they call outside rec. You know what I mean? So goddamn, we go outside and shit. You know what I mean? So we go outside and shit. Snap come out. The word ain't got out that damn fast. Snap come out. You know what I mean? All us on the yard and shit. He like, hey, he pull up on. He was like, hey, bro, you good? I'm like, what's up? He was like, nah, I heard the fuck niggas try to, you know what I mean? I was like, nah, I won't be though, bro. I was like, some old young nigga was talking crazy. I took off on his stupid ass. He was like, man, fuck them niggas, Weezy. It is what it is. It is what it is. The money gone. So being them like over there, you know what I mean? And goddamn snap them like right here and shit. That shit wasn't nothing. Nothing really went on in that yard. Young nigga was out there. I took off on everything. Like they was out there. And niggas just was out there. They was on that side. The Crips was on this side. I'm more standing by the Crips. You know what I mean? Because at this particular time, man, like B homeboy was out of line. You know what I mean? My alliance is to nobody, man. But I feel like the young boy was out of line on that one, y'all. So boom. So I'm chilling. You know what I mean? We go back in. They let us off the yard. We coming back in and shit. So as we going back in, we hit the building. When we get to the building, man, this word, I see B and I see the other little niggas right there, like they waiting in the hallway. So when we come in, I see Snap. Snap see them niggas. You know what I mean? So when Snap see them niggas, Snap, he asked, can he holler at Snap? So Snap pull up, was like, what's up? You know what I mean? Snap a little taller than B, you know what I mean? Snap like, what's up? He like, yo, I see him talking this shit. So the young nigga I stole on, he just looking at shit like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, yo. Now I'm like, man, Ty, like, man, I'm telling you, we gotta get into some shit, nigga. We going all the way. Nigga, you wanna fuck with them country ass niggas? Ty cursed me out. You wanna fuck with them old country ass niggas? Nigga, I told you don't fuck with them niggas, man. I'm like, man, shh. Shit crazy. I'm in the middle of all this shit, man. Shit dumb as a bitch. So the nigga goddamn Snap told him like, yo, bro, your money gone, bro. Your money gone, bro. You know what I mean? Your money gone. What the fuck can I do? Your money gone. You know what I mean? So goddamn, that nigga B was like, all right. That's how you went crazy. Like, bro, I gave you your shit, bro. I gave you your shit. You know what I mean? I gave you your shit. What you want me to do? I gave you your shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck you did. Nigga, I don't short niggas on spoons well like I'm a petty nigga to you. So they had that argument. You know what I mean? Nothing happened. But it was crazy. So we go back in the pod. You know what I mean? Now that we go back in the pod, the Crip niggas that's in my pod, which was a lot of them from Richmond, you know what I mean? I'm guessing they getting the word that motherfucking Snap done got into it. Snap is the big homie. You know what I mean? So they getting the word that he done got into it. You know what I mean? So now the Bloods is in my pod, which is my roommate and a lot of Bloods. It was a decent amount of Bloods in my pod. So the young boy that's the Blood, you know what I mean? He acting like he mad because the Crips keep going to the door talking to their niggas. And I guess the word is just getting around about all this bullshit that's going on. So after a while, the Blood niggas say, the young niggas say, hey man, I don't give a fuck about none of them shit, all them fucking hard backs. I don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas want some smoke. Nigga, let's do it. I don't give a fuck. This nigga lils a bitch. This nigga made an announcement. And I'm like, the fuck is he doing? So when he say that, the Crip nigga from Richmond, he hearing this shit like, what? Who the fuck this nigga talking to? So when nigga come out and start talking to whoever, he still snapping. Goddamn young boy from Richmond, Crip nigga just run up on him, they start rumbling. So I was like, Crip one-on-one jump, Crip versus Blood, them niggas rumbling. Red versus blue, niggas hating over there in that motherfucking corner. They rumbling hard as a bitch. Boom, boom, boom. So niggas run over there. Niggas run over there and shit. his homeboy from Richmond run over there, and I guess he thought when the blood dude was running over there, he was running over there to jump this Crip homeboy. Man, this word, the nigga from Richmond straight just took off on the nigga, so it's 2-on-2, they rumbling. They rumbling like a bitch. They get into it, they rumbling hard as a bitch right there. They get into it, now I'm looking at this shit like, shh. Man, this shit all my fault, man. I got red versus blue. And it's all my fault for trying to be a dumbass middleman. Like, this shit dumb as a bitch. Like, this shit stupid. So them niggas get to rumbling hard as fuck. So goddamn, my roommate, he run down the steps. Goddamn, the CO I look at the lady in the booth, she's looking at the shit. She didn't call the code, my word. I think she called my roommate, my ex-roommate. My roommate ain't my roommate no more because I moved. This man come running down the steps. He get them, grab the blood niggas, they grab it. Crip nigga grab a nigga, rich nigga grab a nigga. They break the shit up. You know what I mean? So niggas like, yo, what the fuck we fighting for, homie? What the fuck? So he snapping on the blood nigga. So the blood nigga ain't in the say, like, you ain't got nothing to do with this nigga, to my big homie next door, da da da. So they going at it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, this shit dumb as a bitch. I go stand up there by Ty cell. I'm like, man, Ty was like, man, look, come in the cell. I go in the cell. He was like, here. Nigga hand me a little junk like this big. I want no big ass knife, but it was a knife. Like, he was like, here, bro, too much shit going on. He give me the junk. I put it in my pocket. I'm like, bet. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this shit stupid as a motherfucker, man. This some dumb ass shit right here, man. Like, what the fuck is going on? So the nigga B called me to the door. What the fuck he want? Like, bro, I'm out of this shit, bro. So I go to the door. He come out. He get the lady to let me out. Me and him in the silent point. He said, yo, bro, look, I'm giving you these shits back, bro, because for real, I don't want these spoons, bro. That nigga gonna give me my motherfucking money. That nigga gonna give me my motherfucking money straight like that. Well, I'm gonna fuck one of his niggas up over here straight like that. So I'm like, yo, bro, listen, I don't want the spoons, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. He like, Weezy, you do? Like, you ain't got nothing to do with it. But you can goddamn get that nigga to get my money back, Weezy, because you made the play. I'm like, damn, bro, right. I'm in the middle of this stupid ass shit because I made the fucking play. So I'm like, fuck, man. So goddamn, I'm like, man, fuck, man. I was like, yo, bro. Man, he was like, bro, it's either that or I'm gonna go fuck his homie up, bro. One or the other. You know what I mean? 2-3 Crip niggas that was over there, you know what I mean? Little niggas, you know what I mean? He was like, all right. So I was like, bro, I ain't got to do with that shit. And I think that was fucked up. I could have probably alleviated it more, but I was trying to get out this shit, y'all. So he was like, all right. That nigga went back over that bitch. Man, this is my word. He went back over that bitch, man. Goddamn, I see my old homeboy. He was standing at the door, and I went to the door. We looking through the door edge. I like, he was like, when a nigga do that through the door, that means a nigga getting pounded, y'all. So boom, pause. Nigga getting his ass whooped. That's my word. Nigga getting his ass whooped. So goddamn, nigga shoot the word. He was like, yo, Crip nigga just got his ass whooped. Goddamn, you know what I mean? Bloods just fucked the Crip niggas up over there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. So now there's the jump that hit over in 42 pod. You know what I mean? So Snap hear about the shit. You know what I mean? Snap send his homeboys to rumble the niggas. You know what I mean? He get them to rumble the blood niggas over there. So it's some blood niggas over there rumbling against the Crip niggas. Shit going up in every fucking pod, y'all. This shit is pandemonium, man. Like, I just think this deal should have never been made. I just think these two should have never mingled in the business field, which they should be able to because it's business. But I just feel like, man, I wish I would have never done this whole play, man, because this is a whole bunch of bullshit going on. This is a whole bunch of bullshit. So these niggas get into it in every fucking pod. Every fucking pod. So goddamn, nobody went to jail for this shit. All these fights that happened, nobody went to fucking jail, y'all. I promise y'all. Like, they was letting these niggas fight over that motherfucker, man. They was letting them do that shit, man. Ask anybody that was there in 09, man. They were letting niggas fight. So nobody went to fucking jail. So the next day come, everybody go to breakfast. Niggas that don't never go. You see B in there. You see Snap in there. You see everybody in that motherfucker. I see the nigga goddamn B first. When I see B got down strapped up. B got the joint on him. B was like, man, nigga done tricked me up on Lawrenceville, man. I'm about to let a nigga trick me up on Lawrenceville. But one thing about it, a nigga just ain't gonna buck on me, Weezy. I'm like, bro, I feel you, bro. Like, I was like, man, when I see Snap, I'm gonna try to holler at him, man. He was like, man, nah, bro. Like, dude already say I'm dead. He ain't paying my bread. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm gonna holler at him. So Snap and them pod come in. You know what I mean? When they pod come in and shit, I go to the table where he was at. I sit down and shit. I'm like, yo, bro. He was like, man. He was like, I'm gonna holler at you too, Weezy. You know what I mean? I was like, what's up? He was like, nah, I need you to come over to the pod. You know what I mean? I'm like, come over to the pod? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, listen, bro. this red versus blue shit about to get crazy, bro. I said, that shit about to be niggas all over the whole compound fighting each other, bro. All over this dumbass play that I middleman, bro. I said, I'm trying to get this shit killed, bro. I don't want this shit to go on no more, bro. Like, what can we do, bro? I'll pay for that shit, bro. Like, anything, man. Like, I feel like I'm in the middle of this shit, bro. Like, what the fuck can we do to get this shit squashed, bro? Niggas fighting all over the fucking place. He like, man, look, I need you to come holler at me, bro. When we leave here, just come to our pod. You know what I mean? I said, bro, we just coming back from breakfast. He was like, oh, all right, well, no, come over there at lunch. When they get ready to call standby, come over there. So I'm like, man, this shit wild as a bitch. I already know as soon as they call outside rec, like something dangerous is going to happen. We didn't have morning rec that morning, but I know something dangerous was going to happen if they would have called at 2 o'clock rec. So I'll say probably like we last going to child. So we done came out at the count and I'm walking around the pod. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm about to sneak over and goddamn 42 pod. Nigga, get me out. I get over there. You know what I mean? Get in the jump. You know what I mean? I walk in the jump, knock on his door. Somebody say, yo. It was like a different voice, like, yo. Seen this black ass dude come to the door. He was like, who you, Lo? I was like, nah, bro, I ain't in the gang. He was like, oh, you ain't cuz? I was like, nah, I ain't in no gang, bro. He was like, who you want then? I was like, I'm looking for Snap. He was like, hey, you waiting on somebody to come to the door? He was like, who is that? Weezy. He was like, your name Weezy? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, come in. Word, he let me in the jump. It's a different nigga. It wasn't the young nigga this time. He let me in the jump. It's like 6 niggas in there. Big niggas, you know what I mean? They in there. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I walk in, I'm like, shh, man, like, I knew this ain't for me. But these niggas better goddamn make sure they kill me in this motherfucker, man. Because if they try to do anything, I'm coming back. Goddamn it, like Terminator, I'll be back. That's all I was thinking, goddamn. So I walked in, I seen all them niggas. Seen a little young nigga standing over there in the corner. He like, hey, this shit crazy right here, bro. I was like, what? He was like, man, this my word, man. You ain't gonna believe this shit though, but I wanted you to see it because I know you was thinking you had everything to do with this shit, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with this shit, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with this shit, bro. It's about to be goddamn up on this motherfucking compound, bro, over one dumbass nigga. I'm like, who? He was like, this dumbass nigga right here. Then he mushed the nigga. He mushed the young nigga. The young nigga was like, he mushed that nigga violently. That shit was a violent mush, nigga. He was like, young nigga was like, he was like, this nigga goddamn pinching a fucking package, bro. Every time sending this nigga to go get shit, this nigga choose who he wanted to pinch. He was like, man, that nigga start crying. This was word. It was like, it was the fault of them niggas. That's why I did that shit. Goddamn, that nigga, goddamn Snap got up. He was like, nigga, he smacked the shit out of that nigga. He was like, nigga, you know how much shit you done started, nigga? The fuck, nigga, this done fought and everything, nigga. Now I gotta get all this shit killed, nigga, cause of your dumb ass. He was like, matter of fact, nigga, he said, Weezy, I just wanted you to witness this shit. He said, man, y'all niggas fuck this nigga up. And this is my word, nigga, start beating that nigga ass over there. Bro, I'm like, I moved over by the door, I'm like, them niggas 4-on-1 of that nigga. Drag, I see one nigga lift him up, that nigga feet hit the mirror. I was like, oh shit, them niggas dragging his ass. I was like, damn. I saw you here over that bitch, niggas beating his out. Like, damn, the fuck? So bro standing over there by me, he like, all right, that's enough, man. Get this bitch out my cell. And he was like, bro, if I see you throw Crip up, nigga, I'ma fuck you up, nigga. I'm telling you. Dude was like, all right, man. All right, man. He said, nigga, I'm telling you, nigga. And get the fuck out of this building too, nigga. And I'ma tell everybody, nigga, you ain't with the team no more, nigga. That nigga was like, nigga, lip was bleeding, nigga. Eye was swollen. He was like, he got up, he was like, that nigga left out. That nigga got down. Snap was like, yo, bro, look. Got down. Get this right here, bro. You know what I mean? Get this right here to goddamn B, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, goddamn, tell that nigga that's my bad. I don't give a fuck if you tell him. Everybody gonna know anyway. You know what I mean? He was like, but look, tell him he can keep that other shit and this, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, for real, bro? He was like, yeah, man. I said, damn, bro. I said, bro, that's love right there, man. I said, man, the young nigga the whole time, though. He was like, the whole time, this nigga, I send him there to go get the shit from the stash. This nigga running his cell. He think because I be on the phone and shit. I was like, how you find out? He was like, man, his roommate told it. His roommate say all this shit that's going on his fault. His roommate told on his ass. I was like, damn. I was like, young nigga was pinching the pot. I was like, that shit crazy, man. I shoot back. You know what I mean? I tell him, bro, I said, bro, come outside. Bro, come to the door looking serious as a bitch. Like, yo, when they call outside rec, I gotta have these niggas. I was like, yo, matter of fact, shoot out. I go to the door. I say, yo, bro, look. I'ma holler at you outside, Rick. I was like, but that shit over with, bro. He was like, what the fuck is over? I said, bro, look, it's straightened. He said, straight, you got my money? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right. I said, come outside, bro. You know what I mean? So I waited outside, Rick. Bro, shoot outside. I catch him, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, bro, look, I run it down to him. He was like, for real? He's like, man, see, I told you, bro, I ain't do that shit, them chunks, bro. I said, bro, I never was thinking that you pinched the joints. I just didn't know where it went wrong at, bro. I was like, but at the same time, he told me to give you this. You know what I mean? And keep the other shits. He was like, that's what's up right there. That's what I'm gonna see, bro. When I see, bro, I'm gonna tell him that's what's up right there, bro. But I was about to, it was about to get crazy. I was like, I know, bro, but like, that shit is dead, my nigga. He was like, good luck, Weezy. Here, nigga went in the bag. Nigga threw me another 2-spoon game. That's word. I was like, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? You know, do what I can, man. But I don't want to see no war over my dumb ass. Like, I ain't got time for that, man. But that shit got ironed out, y'all. Thank God, man. And like, that was like kind of like the vibrating scale of how I was before I got shipped to San Francisco, because right after that shit, the Richmond versus the Crips got into it. You know what I mean? In the gym. And when that happened, that shit happened in the gym. So they put us on lockdown, the building on lockdown. And that's what led up to me telling the lady, get me the fuck out of that building. I couldn't take it no more. It's gangland. I want to get over there with Hot Rod. Where everybody I fuck with, everybody was over there. I want to get over there. Take me to 30 building. And that's how she tricked me and moved me to San Francisco. But that shit was a crazy situation, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was happy it got ironed out. It was red versus blue. It was about to get crazy, man. And thank God my name wasn't the reason. But that was a crazy situation. That's the end of the damn story. I appreciate y'all for watching this always, man. But make sure y'all stay out the way this weekend, man. Watch your family, man. Watch them grow up. Watch everything you can, man. Like, we can't take life for granted out here, man. Like, especially you out here breaking the law. You can't do it, man. Like, you gotta just stay out the way where you can just have a normal life and you can just be out here and enjoy it, man, because it's not the same when you're in there. It's not a fair trade. Anybody that go to prison knows this, man. I don't care if you was robbing banks getting $1 million. It's not a fair exchange once you're behind them bars. So just stay out the way, y'all, man. Watch where you go. Watch the people you hang with, man, and watch the things you do, man. Period. But y'all already know the count, man. This is the weekend banger game. So what I need y'all to do with this one. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go. But y'all be safe, man, and stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.